From news headquarters, this is
Fake News Friday.
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, can you are on the air on Fake News Friday. I'm doing the bad tipper story. Can you call in at 877-536-1360?
Yeah, I know I'm long. I'm actually camping in the mountains. I can barely have a signal, but
well, there's only 10 minutes left.
We only have 10 minutes of the show left. I just need you for 5 minutes. Can you call in?
Okay.
You know what? Hell with it. Let's just stay right here.
All right.
You remember? Okay, so I already set the story up where I was working and at Billiard Express, and there was this guy. He just wouldn't tip day after day after day. Once a week and sometimes twice a week. He worked at a dealership. He wouldn't tip. And then the cook I worked with, he worked at the gas station.
For a gas station. Oh, it was the cook at the gas station.
The guy that didn't tip worked at the gas. You don't know these details, but he worked at the gas station part time. He also worked at the dealership at Subaru or whatever it was. But he never tipped. Now at the gas station, they had Secret Santa there, and the cook that I worked with at Billiard Express, he also worked at the gas station. And he said, hey, this guy, he didn't buy the person. He drew a present for the Secret Santa, but he accepted his Secret Santa present. So
yeah, I remember that.
And you were coming from college. you were coming. You had your mohawk. You were still in football. You were in that really you were in that prime shape back then.
Yeah.
And I said, hey, because we would do this. The people that you didn't know, you could use me to do whatever. And then the people that I knew, I say, hey, this guy's never seen Mike. And you were driving into town. Say, hey, can you come in? And you were literally on your way into town. I was like, can you do something for me? And you're like, oh yeah. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. So, I'm going to do my version, have Mike come in. So I was with this cook and we're like, okay, he works the late shift at the gas station. So Billiard Express closed at 10. And here, I'm going to call him Robert. I don't remember his name, Mike, but I think I was just going to call him Robert. Robert was still working. Yeah, Robert was working at the gas station. Now, Mike, Morningwood Mike, who's on my phone with me, he's a football player. And at the time, I think you were about 270, 280. You're about 6 foot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you were in good shape. You were in some good shape then.
Yeah, that was my best shape.
Okay. So here he comes. And we're like, okay, I got off of work. And the guy that I wasn't even friends with, the cook, we're off of work. And him and I are like, we set up an idea and we're going to have Morningwood Mike go into the gas station. So Mike goes into the gas station. He doesn't go in and talk to Robert. Robert's the only guy there. He's the lone, the night shift, working the register. Mike goes into the bathroom, buys himself a couple of condoms out of the machine in the bathroom. And then he goes right to the register. I'll clean the language slightly. Throws the condoms down on the next to the register. Says, Robert, I'm gonna hump you. I'm gonna hump you long, and I'm gonna hump you hard.
Yeah, that's exactly how it went. Oh, hump you hard.
And this guy started shrinking into a ball, didn't he? Like into the side.
He was not ready for that. That
was 100%. and we were told this guy, he was a little fruity. He might have been like a pro-woman, pro-guy. He might have been ahead of his time, LGBTQ guy. But when you said that, he wasn't very excited about that.
No. Turns out he said no.
As this guy was almost ready to liquidate his pants, myself and the cook that had dealt with the cheapness of the guy, we came in, pointed, and laughed at him. He was relieved. He was relieved when myself and Shane came in.
He was really concerned that I was going to hump him.
So what I'm asking the audience is, if a 280-pound football monster comes in and says they're going to hump you long and hard, probably is a little bit of worry at your situation at that moment, right?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, Mike, thanks for we called you up. Thanks for coming on. Do you have any? We're at the very tail end of the show. Do you have anything else you want to add as we're getting ready to leave the air?
Yeah, make sure you tip people. Don't be so cheap.
You were a waiter over at the Armadillo. You understand this?
Yeah. Make sure you tip people. They're working for tips. We're being so cheap.
Oh, thank you, Mike, for coming on the show. It was a pleasure.
It was worth it. I'll talk to you later, buddy.
All right, thanks, Mike. All right, well, when you're in my ring of heavy influence, you get to be a herd member and you get to come on the show like that. We'll have more of my guys come on the air and I want you listen, you guys that don't call in. Tracy is fastly going to become one of the members in my inner circle. If you want to be one of those guys, get on the show. Go to rumble.com. Go to Fake News Friday Show. Be a part of this thing. Contact me. Call the show. 877-536-1360. We have a live stream podcast show that has a phone number you can call into. Not a lot of podcast shows can do that. So have fun, man. Get on the air and have some fun with us because life is too short to sit there and worry about what Iran's doing to Iraq or Israel's doing to Iran and what the Federal Reserve is going to do and how much money you don't have. That's why people have drinks and go to the bar because they try to just forget it for a little while. Well, on this show, you don't have to get drunk, or you can get drunk. You can do whatever you want. You can say whatever you want. Fake News Friday Show. Click on channel. Get over to Rumble.